Today it was the turn of the BJP to release its second list for the Lok Sabha election 11 days after the first list, which had come out with 195 names. Today it was an additional 72 seats across 9 states, Delhi and 2 union territories. Over the next 30 minutes, we will get you the inside story of what the message of that list is and whether it is going to deliver the mandate. The big takeaways of this list of 72, 3 former chief ministers have been fielded by the BJP in the Lok Sabha elections, at least in the second list itself. 3 former CMs have been named. Rajya Sabha MPs have now been fielded for the Lok Sabha. Piyush Goyal and Anil Baluni are going to be fighting in the Lok Sabha election. Anil Baluni from Uttarakhand and Piyush Goyal from Maharashtra, Mumbai North seat. So far, 8 Rajya Sabha MPs have now been sent to fight the Lok Sabha election. So this time, the BJP is pulling no punches. 8 Rajya Sabha MPs, many of them ministers, have now been sent in to contest the Lok Sabha elections after Parliament breach row. Pratap Simha, who was from the Mysuru seat in Karnataka, has been dropped. Similarly, other controversial figures also, like Nalin Katil, for example, in Karnataka, has also been dropped. In Delhi has been the most interesting ticket selection, where only 1 MP has been retained and 6 out of 7 MPs have been changed. So 7 seats were with the BJP in 2019 and 2014, and despite that, they have done a complete overhaul. This time also, the 2 seats which have been put in the second list, Gautam Gambhir and Hansraj Hans, are not in that second list. Manoj Tiwari, remember, was the only one who was there in the first list. First list, 5 Delhi seats were there. Manoj Tiwari was the only one who held on to his seat. The remaining 2 seats of Delhi also declared today, and both of them have been changed. Gautam Gambhir and Hansraj Hans are not in the list. So those are the big takeaways. However, in Himachal Pradesh, the BJP has decided to go ahead with the people that it had fielded. The most prominent name also among them is Anurag Thakur from Hamirpur. Let's take you one by one through some of the interesting names. By the way, the maximum number of seats in today's 72 have been from 2 states. 20 from Karnataka and 20 from Maharashtra. Why do we say this? Because it also gives you a sense of where your focus is, what your focus areas are in terms of states, and how possibly the election could also advance. So now these candidates have been declared. They can hit the ground running. They can start working on their individual seats. Before we take you through each candidate, each seat, and discuss the message being sent out with our experts and our guests, let's start with the people who have been dropped and replaced. Let me take you through the list of the people who have been dropped and replaced. Joining us to discuss this is Pratyush Kant, spokesperson of the BJP, JVC Sriram, political strategist and commentator, Tushar Gupta, political analyst, Lokesh Jindal, also political analyst, and Mohammad Adil Hassan, spokesperson of the AIMIM. And I have to tell you that in addition to the BJP's second list, the AIMIM today also made a very important announcement that 11 seats out of 40 they are going to contest in Bihar, and earlier they had spoken of 7 seats in Uttar Pradesh. So we will go to Adil Hassan in just a bit, but let's take you through these big changes in the list. We'll start with the experts. JVC Sriram and Tushar Gupta. Raise your hands if you want to comment on any of these seats. First seat that we are talking about is the seat of Mumbai North East. Manoj Kotak has been dropped and Mihir Kotecha has been fielded in his place. Tushar Gupta. These Mumbai seats, by the way, are very important. Let's tell our viewers that 6 seats in Mumbai. A lot of talk went into who will get these seats in what proportion, and we are being told that it's going to be a 5:1. 5 seats will be fought by the BJP and 1 seat will be fought by the Shinde Sena. What do you make of this? Mumbai Northeast, Tushar Gupta.
Look, Mumbai is anyway considered a safe seat for the BJP, for the NDA, but what we can read is that the seat distribution amongst the allies, amongst the Shinde Sena and the Ajit Pawar faction, I think that has been streamlined to a larger extent. But if you look at Mumbai, there's also Piyush Goyal's seat there. I think they're looking at some winnable candidates here. So I think apart from the old candidate being dropped and the ticket distribution being sorted between the three allies, nothing much to really read into it. But it's an important takeaway. As understated as it might sound, the seat distribution between the three allies in Maharashtra, we remember Amit Shah was there earlier this week. I think that looks like a big green flag for the BJP right now.
Next, Pratap Simha. From Mysuru, he has been replaced by a member of the royal family, the Wadeyar family of Mysuru. Pratap Simha dropped and Yaduvir Krishnadatta Wadeyar has been fielded in his place. JVC Sriram, I think one of the ancestors of Yaduvir Krishnadatta fought and won on a Congress ticket?
He also fought on BJP ticket, Srikanta Wadeyar, and he was an MP from Mysuru. And I think this was expected, but at the same time, Pratap Simha has been credited with the development of the Bengaluru-Mysuru Expressway and so many projects. But I think the BJP leadership has decided to go in for a change, and they were waiting for Wadeyar's mother to give the assent. And once I think they got it, I think he has been roped in. It was expected. It was going on in the cards. Even Pratap Simha was reaching out to people saying that he might be dropped. Enough hints have been thrown. And I think it was on expected lines.
In fact, for the last 2 days, Pratap Simha had been putting out tweets saying, I'm nothing without Modi ji. We are all going to fight under Modi ji. I think the signal came from there itself. Lokesh Jindal, your first reaction, you can call this your impact. Pratap Simha, Rahul Gandhi raised the issue of how there was a entry pass made on the name of Pratap Simha, after which the attack inside Parliament happened. You can claim this as a Nyaya Yatra impact. Pratap Simha dropped.
Well, even if they are fielding Yediyurappa's son, or they are dropping Pratap Simha, it's not going to impact Karnataka politics at all. People of Karnataka have already made up their mind. They're fed up of the centre's treatment to Karnataka of politics of vengeance, and BJP will be getting the reply pretty soon. But what is surprising is the manner in which BJP has lost all hopes with its sitting MPs in Delhi, and it has decided to have fresh faces. That shows the level of frustration that's there, and that shows that how much BJP is insecure with respect to New Delhi. It's a major issue. And with respect to Maharashtra also, BJP is unable to find some form of a solution with its allies. And that also shows significant seats which it should have declared completely, should have come out with some clear listing of candidates, but it is absolutely not very certain and very sure.
I love Lokesh Jindal. There is a phrase in Hindi called "दूसरे के फटे में टांग अड़ाना." You literally are fighting seat by seat in Maharashtra. संजय निरुपम is saying ये नॉर्थ वेस्ट की सीट कैसे उद्धव ठाकरे ने डिक्लेयर कर दी, मैं नहीं बात करूंगा. And then Nana Patole had to go and meet Uddhav Thackeray, and you are like, ये बीजेपी में क्या ही कलेश चल रहा है?
बीजेपी के तो चीफ मिनिस्टर को रिजाइन करना पड़ गया हरियाणा में. हरियाणा में तो खट्टर साहब को रिजाइन करना पड़ गया. इस लेवल की सीट शेयरिंग की प्रॉब्लम है. हम तो केवल वार्तालाप कर रहे हैं.
अरे आपके खट्टर साहब ने रिजाइन किया, उनको लोकसभा भेजा जा रहा है करनाल से.
अरे तो लोकसभा तो आप समझे नहीं, बेचारे जो है चीफ मिनिस्टर की कुर्सी उनसे छीन ली गई हरियाणा बचाने के चक्कर में.
चलिए,
आपका कोई हाल नहीं है.
प्रत्युष कांत, आई थिंक गुड टाइम फॉर यू टू रिस्पॉन्ड. You were forced to send Mr. Khattar to Lok Sabha to fight from Karnal because you snatched away the chief minister's seat from him.
Ma'am, I distinctly remember that when the Chhattisgarh, Madhya Pradesh and Rajasthan election were happening and MPs were going to fight, and there were a lot of changes were happening. The Latvian media and everybody, especially the Delhi media, was saying, oh, BJP is in a mess. Chhattisgarh, they are losing. Madhya Pradesh is like touch and go. Rajasthan, Gehlot is improving. What happened? You have to understand the basic ethos of Bharatiya Janata Party, how it works. In this party, winnability, acceptability by the cadre are of immense importance. BJP doesn't work like this. No post is guaranteed to any BJP worker. That today you are an MP, tomorrow you may have to go contest an election, or you have to come and work in the organization. This party doesn't work like a family party.
Okay.
Where I don't see any reason that why any list should surprise anyone. You have to first understand how BJP works. It's a cadre-based party. The Pramukh Panna is also an equal stakeholder in who will contest election to the top leadership. Now, for a family-run parties, regional parties, these very concepts are alien to them. They cannot understand how a big party, a Bharatiya Janata Party functions.
But let me ask you, you're talking so much about cadre. Mr. Kant, I really want to ask you about one more person. Ashok Tawar, I think in the last 2 years, has changed parties with such speed that people were actually confused today. When he showed up on the BJP's list, for a moment I thought, wait, was he in Aam Aadmi Party? Was he in Congress? Whose list am I looking at? He's come from Congress, gone to AAP, now come to you. Now you fielded it from Sirsa also. If you're a cadre-based party, why are you giving Ashok Tawar a ticket from Sirsa? Couldn't you find a cadre?
Ma'am, do you have any idea that Ashok Tanwarji may have been extremely acceptable by the cadre there? Maybe all the Pramukhs would have said that he'll win, he's a good guy, he may be in touch with our cadre there. See, you have to get out of the mental shackle which has been created that only a family will decide. That's how regional parties are working, that's how Congress is working.
Okay.
Winnability, acceptability to the workers are of immense importance in the party.
Okay, very quickly, Tushar Gupta, we are going quickly through the seats.
Will absolutely fall in place for you.
Okay, everything is being approved by the cadre. Tushar Gupta, yes. Then I'll go to next.
There is one interesting aspect about the Mumbai North and the Karnal seat. In 2019, in both the seats, BJP secured more than 2/3 of the vote share. So if they're changing the winning formula, imagine the confidence of the BJP. And Lokesh is saying that the BJP was saving its government yesterday. No, Lokesh, they dropped an alliance partner, transitioned into new CM in 12 hours without a hiccup. And less than 24 hours later, the former CM is getting a Lok Sabha ticket. And the early surveys are showing that the BJP is going to sweep Haryana. That is what you call reading the pulse on the ground.
Okay, let me go to the next seat that we are talking about. When we're talking about major changes that have been made, we've already gone through the first 2 seats over there after Pratap Simha. Let's talk about Northwest Delhi, because that is what Lokesh Jindal also was referring to. Like we said, in Delhi, there has been a complete purge. 6 out of 7 people are new in Delhi, despite the fact. So in today's list, you had 2 seats declared from Delhi, Northwest Delhi, and in place of Hansraj Hans, Yogendra Chandolia has been fielded, and in place of Gautam Gambhir from East Delhi, Harsh Malhotra has been fielded. What do you make of this, Tushar Gupta? Complete purge.
Complete change, Padmaja, and in BJP in Delhi will strike a 2/3 vote share again. In 2019, they were between 57 to 59% across the 7 seats. This time they'll cross at least 65% on all the 7 seats put together.
But if they were doing such great work, if they had got a 100% strike rate in 2014, 2019, what was the need to change?
Because, Padmaja, unlike the Congress, perhaps BJP does believe in the Charles Darwin theory of evolution. They not like to bet only on the winning formula. They also like to evolve with the times. They like to look at the winnability of the MPs or the acceptance of the MPs. And let's be very clear about it. Between 2019 and 2024, a lot has changed in Delhi's politics as well. We are also looking at the 2025 Delhi Assembly elections. What has happened to the Aam Aadmi Party? What has happened to the Congress? And also there is, at least they are saying there is an alliance between the Aam Aadmi Party and the Congress in Delhi.
Okay.
So a lot of factors at play here.
Okay, another big piece of breaking news happened today, even as we go through the BJP's candidate list. Adil Hassan is a very happy person. He is smiling from year to year because from his home state of Bihar, the AIMIM has decided to contest 11 out of 40. Adil Hassan Sahab, let's quickly take you through the seats that we have. Araria, Purnia, Katihar, Kishanganj, Darbhanga, Muzaffarpur, Ujiarpur, Karakat, Buxar, Gaya and Bhagalpur. These are the 11 seats. Let's listen in to what the state president of the AIMIM had to say, because you can rest assured, immediately now we are going to hear howls of protest about how the BJP has fielded Owaisi Sahab to cut into the votes of RJD. Let's listen in.
तो अभी पार्टी ने 11 स्थानों पर जहां से काफ़ी लोग उत्सुक हैं लड़ने के लिए, हमारे कार्यकर्ता और कई जो जिम्मेदार किस्म के लोग हैं हमारे प्रत्याशी बनने के लिए उत्सुक हैं, तो हम लोगों ने अभी 11 सीटों का अभी वो है जहां हम लोग इलेक्शन लड़ेंगे। वो सीटें हैं तो अररिया, पूर्णिया, कटिहार, किशनगंज, ये चारों जगह सीमांचल के हैं। यहाँ चारों जगह पर हम लोग अपना कैंडिडेट उतार रहे हैं। दरभंगा में उतार रहे हैं और मुजफ्फरपुर में, उजियारपुर में, काराकट में, बक्सर में, गया में और भागलपुर में। एक बड़ा आरोप हम लोग पर रहता था कि भाई सब हम लोग कांग्रेस के खिलाफ लड़ते हैं, तो आप देख लेंगे ये जिन जिन चीजों का हमने जिक्र किया है, चाहे उजियारपुर को देख लीजिए, काराकट को देख लीजिए, दरभंगा को देख लीजिए।
तो कटिहार से आदिल हसन साहब, सीमांचल से डेब्यू होने वाला है।
दिन ओवैसी साहब ने फाइनल कर दिया तो इंशाल्लाह कटिहार की आवाम के लिए जाएंगे बीच पे जनता के दल।
This is for the benefit of all of our viewers and our panelists. You are seeing on your screens right now the man who has just been named as the Lok Sabha candidate of AIMIM from Katihar. So earlier we've had Basuri Swaraj just on the day that she was announced by the BJP, and today we have Adil Hassan. She has proved to be very lucky. Times now has proved to be very lucky for some. तो चलिए आज आप मुस्कुरा तो रहे हैं आदिल हसन साहब, ये बताइए वोट कटवा के आपके ऊपर बार बार इल्जाम लगता है। इस बार आरजेडी कांग्रेस कह रहे हैं हम एकदम मजबूत हैं, पुख्ता हैं इस बार बिहार में, और आप 11 सीटों पे कूद जाते हैं।
मैम 2019 में आरजेडी के पास एक भी एमपी नहीं, हमारे पास 2 एमपी है। कांग्रेस सिर्फ एक एमपी जीती थी, वो भी किशनगंज, जहां हमने भी 3 लाख वोट लाया था। असेंबली में हमने 4.5 लाख वोट लाया, यानी उनका जो वोट शेयर था उससे हमारा बढ़ गया था। आरजेडी ने हमारे एमएलए को तोड़ा, और जब आरजेडी हरा नहीं सकती है बीजेपी को, तो हमें मौका दीजिए, हमें कोशिश कीजिए। आप हरा भी नहीं पाते हैं और आपका एमएलए हर दिन आरजेडी का कांग्रेस का जा रहा है बीजेपी में। कम से कम हम कोशिश करेंगे, हमें मौका दीजिए। सीमांचल की लड़ाई आप लड़ नहीं सकते। तेजस्वी यादव ने 1.25 साल में एक बार भी सीमांचल के मुद्दे को, सीमांचल की लड़ाई को आगे नहीं बढ़ा। बीजेपी से हमें कोई उम्मीद नहीं है। एएमयू किशनगंज, सीमांचल का माइग्रेशन, सीमांचल के पानी में आर्सेनिक, इससे बीजेपी ने आज तक कोई मुद्दा नहीं बोला। बीजेपी को सिर्फ जाननी है कि बीजेपी को हिंदू मुस्लिम का एक मामला है, एक राम मंदिर मुद्दा है, सीएम मुद्दा है, लेकिन हमारी लड़ाई सीमांचल की। आज बिहार में 40 एमपी वाला बिहार, 26 एमपी वाला गुजरात का मुंशी बना हुआ है, मजदूर बना हुआ है। आरामको आता है तो गुजरात में आता है, बड़ी बड़ी इंडस्ट्री आ रही है गुजरात में आ रही है, लेकिन बिहार जो सबसे ज्यादा माइग्रेशन सेंटर बना है, सबसे ज्यादा मजदूर बिहार में, लेकिन मोदी जी का कोई ध्यान नहीं बिहार पे। बीमारू राज है, बिहार को कोई स्पेशल स्टेटस नहीं मिला। 10 साल हमने बीजेपी को देख लिया, लेकिन बीजेपी ने हमारे साथ नाइंसाफी की। यूपीए गवर्नमेंट ने हमारे साथ, कांग्रेस ने भी कुछ नहीं दिया। यूपीए गवर्नमेंट में भी कांग्रेस ने एएमयू किशनगंज को 1 रुपया नहीं दिया, बीजेपी ने 1 रुपया नहीं दिया। हमारी लड़ाई सीमांचल की और बिहार की है। हम बिहार के लोग को बताएंगे कि दोनों ने नाइंसाफी की है।
बिल्कुल आप लड़िए, बट बिहार में प्रेसिडेंट ये है कि 5 एमएलए जीत के आए थे, सीमांचल से ही जीत के आए थे एआईएमआईएम के। अभी 4 आरजेडी में बैठे हुए हैं। आप मत चले जाइएगा, ऐसा ना हो कि आपको ओवैसी साहब लड़ाएं जिताएं और फिर आप जाकर के तेजस्वी जी के साथ बैठे हो या राहुल गांधी की न्याय यात्रा में जीप चला रहे हो। चलिए कोई बात नहीं,
अल्लाह ना करे ऐसा दिन आए। हम लोग बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब के समर्पित कार्यकर्ता हैं। टिकट दे तब भी अच्छा, नहीं दे तब भी अच्छा। हम लोग
कर्नाटका, दिल्ली में भी फील्ड करेंगे। वेरी 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 स्ट्रेटेजिकली मेनी पीपल वुड से दैट एआईएमआईएम इज फाइटिंग। यूपी में आपने 7 डिक्लेयर कर दिए, बिहार में आपने 11 डिक्लेयर कर दिए, अब नेक्स्ट मध्य प्रदेश, कर्नाटका और दिल्ली भी डिक्लेयर करने वाले हैं।
फाइनल फैसला बैरिस्टर असदुद्दीन ओवैसी साहब लेंगे। ये बिहार टीम से प्रपोजल गया और उम्मीद है कि बैरिस्टर साहब बेहतर फैसला लेंगे। हम उनके फैसले की कदर करते हैं।
बिल्कुल। Also, by the way, I'm hearing that in addition to the 1 seat that they have already from Aurangabad, this time around, no surprises, the AIMIM is planning to contest many more seats in Maharashtra for the Lok Sabha. Tushar wanted to quickly make a point, then I'll move to the next few seats, and we're going to focus on Karnataka next, because Karnataka has seen a lot of changes. Yes, Tushar.
Padmaja, look at that 1 seat in Bihar where the AIMIM is contesting, Kishanganj, the sole hope of the India alliance in 2024, because the JDU BJP calculus looks perfect, almost on point. But now the India alliance or the Congress alliance is going to start the narrative that the OAC faction is batting on behalf of the NDA, that they're cutting through our votes. The whole minority vote appeasement will now become a new challenge in every seat where the AIM fields a candidate. That is going to be very interesting. You'll have multiple parties. In Bihar, for instance, the Congress, the AIM and the RJD fighting for 1 vote bank.
Which is why I said, Pratyush Kant, you know, 1 seat that they won last time around, Kishanganj, in the Mahagathbandhan right now between RJD and Congress, the sum total of Lok Sabha seats is 1, Kishanganj, which was won by the Congress. And wahi pe AIMIM comes and fields its candidate. Fixed match, Pratyush Kant?
See, ma'am, you are totally, I come from Bihar, so I know Bihar very well. Bihar is now hooked like other states in the country for development. And this is Har Ghar Jal, Har Ghar Toilet, Har Ghar Bijli, Har Gaon Road, Har Ghar account. This is ringing everywhere. You will be surprised
पर ये
that
हर स्टेट में
Muslims are
AIMIM क्यों
equal
है?
beneficiary of
हर
these
घर जल तो ठीक है, हर
program-
स्टेट में AIMIM क्यों आ रहा है?
हमको वो उनका है भाई, वो रीजनल पार्टियों को जहां मन खड़े वो तो उठ पटांग बात करते हैं रोज बीजेपी के बारे में, आप भी सुनती हो मैं भी सुनता हूं, तो हम उनके बारे में क्या बोलेंगे? हम अपना जानते हैं, बीजेपी जानती है कि हम जेडीयू के साथ लड़ रहे हैं और बिहार को मेजरली डेवलपमेंट की जरूरत है, एंड दैट इज व्हाट आवर फोकस एरिया इज, एंड दिस टाइम अराउंड वी आर गोइंग टू in Bihar, all our karyakartas are going to Bihar only on
Adil
the
Hassan
report
quickly
card of
respond,
Narendra
then
Modi
JVC
government.
Sriram. Adil Hassan
And we are
quickly and then
going to say
JVC
what we
Sriram.
have done.
अभी अगर भाजपा इतना ही मजबूत थी तो नीतीश जी को क्यों लेना पड़ा? मजबूरी में जिस नीतीश जी ने गाली दिया, सब कुछ दिया, भाजपा उनके दरवाजे पे क्यों गई? हिम्मत नहीं था अकेले चुनाव लड़ने की। अगर आपने कुछ किया है तो नीतीश कुमार के जाकर माथे क्यों सजदा किया आपने? हिम्मत आपको अकेले नहीं थी। और हमारे हिस्सेदारी नहीं मिली, हम चुनाव लड़ेंगे। हम आरजेडी और कांग्रेस के गुलाम नहीं है, ना बीजेपी के गुलाम है।
ओके, जेवीसी श्रीराम
खड़ा करेंगे और वी विल कॉन्टेस्ट।
ओके, जेवीसी श्रीराम।
See, I think MIM has a right to contest any seat. But the point is, the moment they contest in Kishanganj, there is a problem. MIM is contesting in 11 seats in Bihar, where the Muslim population is as low as 8% to as high as 65%. So, they are trying to be a serious player. Let them contest. If Tejasvi and Congress are confident about getting minority votes, why blame OIC Saab? That's what I would say.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Let's talk about Karnataka. Now, the interesting thing is that 20 seats have been declared in Karnataka today in this list. Out of those, 11 are those either they are new faces or that they have been shuffled around. Let's take a look at each one of these seats one by one. The most interesting seat is that of Bengaluru North. Why? Because Sadanand Gowda, a former union minister, sitting MP, has been dropped and replaced by Shobha Karandalaje, who has been moved in turn from Udupi Chikmagaluru. Clearly, this is anti-incumbency, JVC Sriram, which the BJP sensed. In fact, day before yesterday, there were protests against Shobha Karandalaje, there were placards waved against her, and they have moved her to Bengaluru North, which can be called a safe seat.
It can be a very safe seat. I don't think there is local anti-incumbency against Shobha. She's a very strong Hindutva leader with a strong support base. So it would be very wrong to say that there has been local anti-incumbency. I think it has been that this talk has been on the cards for almost 7 to 8 months, that she must be moved from the coastal region to Bengaluru North, where there is a significant Ukaliga population. That's what I would say. And they would like to field somebody else locally in the earlier seat.
Okay, the next seat is that of Haveri. I think Haveri, where Basavaraj Bommai. Again, another ex-chief minister, S.C. Udasi, was the sitting MP and he has been replaced by Basavaraj Bommai. Tushar Gupta, again interesting point that across states, former CMs, whether it be Mr. Khattar, whether it be Trivendra Rawat in Uttarakhand, whether it be Basavaraj Bommai, you could be a CM one day and next day they are like, you have to fight Lok Sabha. Tushar Gupta.
But this is what the BJP is all about. No one shies away from a challenge. No one uses their current or former position to shy away from a challenge. Compare this to the senior Congress stalwarts. Where is Mallikarjun Kharge? Where is Ashok Gehlot? Where is Kamal Nath? If the Congress is indeed fighting an election where its existence is really pretty much in question, where are the big guns? Sonia Gandhi herself has gone to the Rajya Sabha. What kind of a message does it send to the other Congress leaders, the senior ones who really need to chip in when the party is at its lowest point? And now compare this to the BJP. Padmaja, again, you have to give it to the BJP. Less than 24 hours after the CM has transitioned, they have the confidence to announce a Karnal ticket for Manohar Lal Khattar. That is confidence.
Lokesh Jindal, apparently Mr. Kharge was also asked to contest and he has represented the state before. He was asked to contest this time again from Karnataka. He said, I have to deal with party work. On the other hand, you have a Bommai, Mr. Bommai, who's fighting. He's also an MLA. He could have said, I'm an MLA. I'm chilling here in Bengaluru.
Padmaja, whenever member of parliament, their name is nominated, a lot of factors are taken into account. What is the last 5 years, how much work they had been doing on the field, and what has been their grassroots reach, what is their acceptance to the Karyakartas. It's not some form of a top-down approach that suddenly the high command, like in BJP, decides to do away with all the member of parliaments in Delhi, comes out with fresh faces. Suddenly somebody who's an ex-CM now will be contesting for a member of parliament seat. Or suddenly when an MLA is made as chief minister without him any form of legislative experience or administrative experience. Now this form of a haywire and some form of a Tughlaq Shahi Farman is not something that is adventure.
How is
that
it
is
haywire?
misgovernance.
In fact, a Rajya Sabha MP is being told that instead of just being in the House of Elders, while their term is left, they are being told, please also go and get the people's mandate. Nobody can get too comfortable. You could be an MLA, you could be a sitting chief minister, you could be a Rajya Sabha MP, you could be a sitting minister at the center, and you're being told, no, get out there in the heat and dust, fight it, get the people's mandate. JVC.
Look, I want to tell Lokesh Jindal that there are leaders in Karnataka who are unwilling to fight in Congress party. You ask them to contest, including Mallikarjun Kharge. What is it that Lokesh Jindal is talking about? There is a water drought crisis there. There is a governance which has completely failed and paralyzed. And Congress party is unable to find candidates to field for their parliamentary seats. Now look at how many seats the BJP party has announced. 268 seats have been announced.
Okay, let's quickly go through the other names also in Karnataka because some very interesting names here and we'll find out what the message is. Bellari, V. Devendrappa has been dropped and instead B. Sriramulu fielded. Why, JVC?
No, see, B. Sriramulu is a popular leader and as a result of which he finds a place in Bellari. And I think the BJP party
Their fortunes in Karnataka. And it will begin the 2024 Lok Sabha elections where probably BJP would win or NDA would win 27 or even 28 seats.
Nalin Katil dropped from Dakshin Kannada, instead Captain Brijesh Chauta. Is it because of the controversy?
When you lose a state assembly election under your presidency, BJP is a party which will be ruthless in terms of denying somebody their position if they do not perform. What is the difference between Congress and BJP is this. In Congress, whether you perform or you don't perform, as long as you are serving the family, you will be given a position. Like how Nakul Nath has got a position and Vaibhav Golet has got a position. But in BJP, if you don't perform, you will not be given the seat. Simple and permanent and strong message.
Tushar Gupta.
You know, about Captain Brijesh Chauta, I've heard it from the locals themselves. He's very, very popular locally, just not 2024 or 2023 or before the state assembly elections. He's been working with the community on the ground for a very, very long time. So for the Karyakartas in Karnataka, for the party workers, it also sends out a very good message that you work hard, you work with the community more importantly, out of the media attention, out of the media glare. Don't be worried about what the state results look like. Keep working and you will end up with a party ticket. That's a very good message to send to the cadre at the end of the day.
Davangere, GM Siddeshwara fielded, the candidate fielded this time is Gayatri Siddeshwara, JVC.
I think she's related to Siddeshwara. I'm not completely aware of it. Probably some kind of a relative, and age might be a factor, is what I'm seeing.
Now, I want to focus on 3-4 names put together over the last 2 seats, Pratyush Kant. Whether it be Gautam Gambhir, he's had a few share of, controversies. There was some slogans shouted, he showed a middle finger to some people. There was that controversy, or so it was alleged. Then there is Ramesh Biduri, of course. There's Pragya Thakur. There's Nalin Katil. Is there a conscious effort to try and send out a message that unnecessary controversy, Pratap Simha, unnecessary attention, other than, the work that you are doing, that is now going to be clamped down upon?
Well, Prime Minister has categorically told all BJP leaders, small or higher, that just concentrate on your work, don't speak much. That is a given here. But the most important thing that you have to find out, that in Delhi, for example, look what has happened to Congress. They have 3 seats here. Firstly, they have demolished the party by shaking hands with their B team, always Aam Aadmi Party. Ajay Makan has run away to Karnataka. He has lost his deposit thrice here. He thought it is easy to run away from here. Arvinder Singh Lovely, being the president of the party, is not ready to contest. They are not able to find 3 leaders to contest from Delhi. If Sonia Gandhi goes and takes a Rajya Sabha, what is left of the party? Kharge ji is not ready to contest. And look at BJP. No leader is sure what role he is going to be assigned. The party decides, the workers decide. It comes. Today you are a chief minister, tomorrow you will be fighting a MLA election or a MP election. Doesn't make a difference. Your party tells you what to do. You work hard, you serve the country, you serve the people, you get the ticket. Look what is Ajay Makan doing in Karnataka. Just before election you are giving him a Rajya Sabha. You are not giving it to local leaders of Congress in Karnataka. Look what are you creating. You are creating a family and associates of the family. The people who serve the family. We serve the country. That is the difference. This is what everybody has to understand, rather than trying to look at meaning that 3 chief ministers have got tickets and this MP has been removed. We have not to look at this way. If you have winnability, you have acceptability among the workers, you will get a ticket. If you have not performed well, you have not worked hard, you will not get a ticket. You will get some other job to do.
Okay.
This is how Bharatiya Janata Party runs.
Okay, Lokesh Jindal.
You realize
Lokesh Jindal, BJP is making their Rajya Sabha MPs fight Lok Sabha, like Piyush Goyal from Mumbai North, like Anil Baluni, like Rajiv Chandrasekhar, like you have Purushottam Rupala, you have Mansukh Mandavia. All of them are being sent to Lok Sabha to fight. और वहां उल्टी गंगा बह रही है. Sonia ji is going to Rajya Sabha.
Which Rajya Sabha seat did Bansuri Swaraj have that you have given her a Lok Sabha ticket? Which election has she fought? What performance has she shown? And what about son of Mr. Yediyurappa that you have given the ticket to him? So please do not come up with such form of theories of a party discipline and that the party decides everything and based upon your own work effort and all. I'm sorry. Sir, if you're talking about Congress, Mr. Ashok Gehlot and all stalwarts, they have committed themselves to the organization work. They are on the ground campaigning, and those who have been given tickets, whether it's in Rajasthan, whether it's in Madhya Pradesh, they are being led by the experience of the elders and the way is being made for the upcoming leaders to join the party and prove their mettle. And with respect to democracy, sir,
Yes.
always there's a saying, a leader is known by the work in his constituency. You never have a party high command simply airdropping certain leaders at any random constituency and expecting all the karyakartas and workers to act at his dictate. No, I'm sorry. If you talk about grassroots level, 5 years, 10 years, 15 years, a leader has to work in the constituency.
How many
get in
years
touch
did
with the
Rahul Gandhi
grassroots
work in
problems.
Wayanad?
Well, Sir, Rahul Gandhi is always there. In fact, just recently there was a
15 years he was working in Wayanad. Since that is your category, that is your standard for somebody
during the
being given a
Bharat Jodo
ticket.
Nyaya Yatra, Padmaja, just recently during Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra, there was an incident of an elephant attack on a family. Immediately in the middle of the yatra, he left the yatra, went to Wayanad and made sure that he met the family and all forms of compensations were given. This is called leadership.
That is fine, sir. Also, he made the Karnataka government give a check to somebody who died in Kerala, but that's another story. My question was simply according to your logic that you cannot paradrop people. That person has to work at the grassroots for 5, 10, 15 years. I was just wondering if Mr. Gandhi had been working there since 2004 along with Amethi. Tushar Gupta wants to make a point.
You know, Padmaja, I slightly disagree with you. Ulti Ganga nahi bheri, सूखा पड़ गया है. And since Lokesh Jindal referred to them as elders, Lokesh, जब घर के बच्चे तकलीफ में होना तो बुजुर्ग ही आते होने बचाने. यहाँ तो बुजुर्गों ने भी एकदम बच्चों को छोड़ दिया है कि हम कुछ नहीं करेंगे. आप कह रहे हैं कि पैराशूट मत करिए लीडर्स, कॉन्स्टिट्यूएंसी में पैराशूट कर रहे हैं, ग्रास रूट कनेक्ट की बात करें. वायनाड में कौन सा कनेक्ट था राहुल गांधी का? चलिए आपका रायबरेली और अमेठी में तो कनेक्ट है ना, तो इतनी झिझक क्यों है वहां का कैंडिडेचर अनाउंस करने में? अगर आपको 150 सीटें जीत कर एक अलायंस सरकार, एक खिचड़ी सरकार भी बनानी है, रायबरेली और अमेठी जहां आपके लॉजिक से बहुत ग्राउंड कनेक्ट है, काडर बहुत मोटिवेटेड है, वहां का कैंडिडेचर क्यों नहीं अनाउंस हो रहा? राहुल गांधी क्यों नहीं कह रहे वो अमेठी से लड़ेंगे?
Okay, I'm going to leave it at that. This is just the initial analysis. Interesting messages being sent out. How this is going to translate into actual mandate. Of course, you also have the data that has been put out in terms of how many SC, ST, OBCs. There are 9 STs, 10 SCs and 15 women in this list of 72, which is the second list to have come out. The maximum number of seats from Maharashtra, Karnataka, and then 6 and 7 each, from 7 from Gujarat and 6 from Telangana. For your wisdom, thanks very much, gentlemen, for joining me. Of course, the next few days, we will keep getting you more and more information on where the Congress's list stands, Samajwadi Party, JDU, etc. Moving on now.